Hey there, team, and welcome to the finale there. Okay, Sivir. Okay, well, get Rekt is playing as one of my favorite factions for this. So, perhaps it's a sign. We have this color. Oh god, we'll see. Anyway, so 64 players battling out for this final battle here. There will be in the description a little image, which is the it's the full tournament list run through. I wouldn't look at it right now because it does, of course, show the actual vector, but be sure to check it out so you can see sort of who everybody was in this. I don't have any of the other battles, of course, but it was yeah, it's good to check that out. We've got the Minotaur Roman Gatekeepers and Minhirath Sharpshooters there. So, okay, we're expecting a fair bit of armor piercing, but even up against, I like to take them just as standard. It's high damage, and they're quite good in a melee fight after. They're better than the Minhirath Archers, so they're just a certain pick, and they're not that much expensive. Sorry, that much more expensive for like what you get from them. Some civvies hanging about. We'll see how they're used in this fight. Minhirath Men-at-Arms and Mercenary Crossbows, something I actually don't make use of when I play as Cardolan, and some Dunedain Commanders, again a unit I don't really use. So we'll see how effective they are today. Minhirath Men-at-Arms, some Dunedain Captains, no armor upgrade for them today. Still very effective, but no armor. Civvies and more Minhirath Men-at-Arms. Is that two? That's two civvies. And Mercenary Crossbows and Tharbad Riders. Yes, a unit I do use very, very much. And okay. We'll see what formation he's going with today. I'm interested with the double civilian strategy. It can definitely lock people in place for a while. They can get some kills if you send them up against a lighter unit or a more, like a more pathetic unit. They can hack them down. Some orcs can really get killed by civvies. But and then of course at the front, Greenwood Garrison Foot. Oh wow, that's a triple phalanx. Holy smokes! Garrison Footmen, Minhirath Men-at-Arms, and civilians. That is a thick boy right there. That is, you ain't pushing through that. Not unless you're like a, Blackwatch Legionnaire or Balakith Shieldbearer, you're busting through that. But, okay, I mean, the civilians just there take some damage for the pikes, take some damage even from the Minhirath Men-at-Arms, and dish out a little bit too. The issue is there's a lot of money in this. And, we've seen time and time again, these sturdy phalanxes just getting surrounded by the units, by the forces that have more manpower. Spearmen on the flanks, though, warding off enemy cavalry, but also they can guard the flanks from infantry charges. The Minhirath spears in the center, they could move around. I like to always have this sort of floating spear unit, as I generally refer to them as. The gatekeepers and sharpshooters, though, once they use up their ammunition, they can jump on the front line happily. Like, they really can go toe-to-toe with most units and get some effective damage, especially up against an armored unit. And, yep, Tharbad Riders there, Commanders, and Crossbows. That's a high-damage crossbow volley from the Mercenary Crossbows as well. And, yeah, they could dart around, fire over their friendly lines. You see that in sieges. We could see that here today if we get, like, a nice organized fight. So double it as well. I like it. I like it. This is not how I build Cardolan. This is not how I play Cardolan. Not at all. But not a million miles off, but quite different. So I'm excited. I'm excited for sure. Okay, come on. No, I can't. I cannot blame him for taking his time with this. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Tell you what, right, we'll do it, because we're in, we'll do it from Get Rekt's perspective, but I'll probably do some pausing whenever we see some units pop up from Muffins. So, Muffins go for the Hobbits as this final battle here. So he's got his Ents, he's got his Proudfoot Protectors there, all the way in the back here. We have the battling Brandybucks ready to crash through that sturdy Cardolan armor. Yeah, really, these southern lords have come to try and take the taxes from these small stunties. Interesting. Protectors, so we're going to get some good crossbow volleys back and forth today. But I do worry. I think there's a lot of crossbow power, but as I say, it's not a very armoured faction he's up against. Ents, so they'll die. Fine and dandy. Turkish Hunters popping up there. Bandabreast archers, actually, yeah, they wear a bit of armor too. They'll outrange these crossbows, but doesn't look like he minds. He's just going to keep shunting on forward. I mean, this is the amazing thing about the Cardolan crossbows. They just can, you know, they can win skirmish fights just by standing there. You spread them out and just stare at an enemy archer. It's like, sure, you want to get through my armor? You want to get through my shield value too? No, you can't. So it's just, yeah, it's going to be interesting what Rekt wants to do. You know, I've won battles just by staring them down. Just, you know, like letting them use their ammunition. I don't think that's what he's going to do here. But he might, you know... Okay, no, he's falling back. Yeah, sometimes it's fair enough. Especially if you think you're... You know, you really want to play defensive, you want to make them come at you. Sometimes you just want to sit at their maximum range, spread out, and just be like, okay, cool. Why not? Yeah, like, you use up your entire amount of ammunition, you're probably going to kill, like, what, 40 of my guys? It sounds bad, but that's you entirely lost your skirmish advantage at max range. Untitled Captain's leading the way though. Proudfoots, go go go. That's and this is the general too. Oh hell, this is dicey. Yeah, a lot of damage there done. Sevy's taking up most of it though. That's fair enough. These captains are lucky. They've taken a volley, but the fact that they're not like just absolutely eviscerated is a very lucky thing. Muffin's pulling back again, a bit. You know, like he really on the wire for how quickly he's gonna do it. But unlike the last two times where he's been this swift elf, his little stunty hobbit legs are gonna be struggling, and those Proudfoots are definitely gonna get caught. Looks like those captains are kind of flanking around them. No, they're gonna get away. I think they're gonna get away. But you see, oh goodness me, this is not if these were Tharbad Warhammers. This would be an amazing fight for them. But those Untitled Captains are not really born and bred ant killers. In the same way as the armor-piercing Tharbad Warhammers. Yeah, now that you're here, you kind of want to keep moving. Okay, right. Pausing for a second, just as more men pop up. Longbottom Mob. Very good armor-piercing with their stones and with their little clubs, too. Very, very cost-effective unit. And if they're going to get their little stones right into the Untitled Captains, that'll hurt. Your men-at-arms bolting on forward still. Yeah, having these guys lead the charge, it's tempting, you know, and I'm sure the general of this force is very brave for it, but unfortunately, it's going to hurt. Hobbitry and arms popping up right in front of the Longbottom Mob there to hold the line. Yeah, they're going to get gutted very, very quickly, even by the civilians, in all honesty. This is a nice matchup for the civilians. The civilians don't have many nice matchups, but Orc Fodder and Hobbitry and arms, definitely something the civvies quite enjoy fighting. So we want to flank. We definitely want to get flanking around these guys now. Mercenary crossbows, sorry, in the trees here. We've met some Bjornings. I was like, oh, there's no cavalry today. But no, we've met some Bjornings. These Tharbad Warhammers have bumped into them. Untitled Commander's getting smashed up. Bjorning's not actually having an anti-cavalry bonus, but still, it's just... Ooh, goodness me, ouch. But still, it's not fun to fight them because they're just so high damage. The Eagle's getting in amongst some of these mercenary crossbows as well. So those Great Eagles pulling back. If we can crossbow the hell out of some Great Eagles, that'd be amazing. Just get them as they're swooping down, point blank, little pistol bolt through the head, or through the anywhere. Quite high damage shot, as I say, you can bring down an eagle. The clash, yeah, the clash is going very much in favor of Cardolan. Wards of Tir and Gorthad, there's nothing that can match them. Proudfoot Protectors in melee can do okay, but no, they will get beaten down. So all the way along the line, this is in favor of Cardolan. The worry is, what's going to happen on the left flank? Are those eagles going to get brought down? Are those Bjornings going to get brought down? Also, those Ents, are they going to get countered nicely? Which right now there's nothing in... the captains are right in the thick of it. Gatekeepers though, we need to use this ammo, but we're so close to the lines. So this is where you got this kind of weird temptation of sending a sharpshooter into melee in order to kill the Ents. But no, you're better off not and just using up the ammo. Proudfoots, yep, kill them off with your crossbows. Mercenary crossbows coming on back. Tharbad Riders coming on back. What is this meant on the left flank then? Not too many of those bear riders. The Rangers are set up nicely on the flank here. And they're going to start tearing through. Oh, God. Lucky for Cardolan, at least. This is generally... Oh, this is actually the back that they're getting eviscerated. Now, the issue with eviscerating them from the back, like this, we might go through into our own men. We're seeing some damage getting done. Oh, dear. Rekt's got some of his pikes facing the wrong way. Okay, no, we're not seeing too much of it. I was worried that we would shoot them, and they'd come right on through here, straight through the Hobbit Train Arms. But that's not really happening. Those Hobbit Train Arms are facing the wrong way too, so they're just kind of... They're being very reasonable and respectful to each other. Spearmen actually being pulled back from the left, just to watch the backs off these crossbows. These crossbows have been able to fire quite consistently. Turn around crossbows, kill those bears. I know the spears are going to go off and get in the way, but we need to kill those bears. Spearmen being pulled out there. Eagles getting a nice... Oh, wow, getting an absolutely monstrous clash into there. Onto the Hobbit's left flank. And really, yeah, securing victory there. So these Greenway Garrison footmen are now getting surrounded. We're at half. Hobbits are a little bit away from that, but the Hobbits have such tremendous numbers. Oh, God. Yeah, we need to shut down these Bloomin' Eagles, boys. They are cavalry. So say if something like... oh, God. The Dundine commanders are gone. But, yeah, spears will get a bonus against them. So that's not too bad. There's not too many Ents left. Oh, nope. There's still quite a few. Some that had faded out for a second. 7 Ents remaining, but they're losing a bit. I'm impressed that Rekt has been able to keep his crossbows firing like this at such a close position. He's really... That's taken a good bit of micro just to make sure that they're still doing this. Yeah, and getting good little lob shots too. I don't think he really minds what they're going for right now. He just needs to inflict casualties into his enemy. But you'd kind of want to be turning around. You'd want to be trying to deal with these eagles, you know, and the like. Because if those eagles go down, this is what a lot of Muffins' micro is on right now. Just trying to keep these guys alive, trying to keep them charging in and out. His infantry line can get killed by, yeah, those wardens. Anything, really. Greenway Garrison footmen can so effectively just slice down the line. So yeah, if we kill off those eagles, which we are doing, yeah, good. There must have been a crossbow volley on them there. You try and like look at them, but they're not actually there. You try and hover over them and as they're flying, but they're not actually there. They're on the ground as a little horse. So you've got to hover your cursor below them to find out the information. Dundine Rangers, I'm interested to see how effective they've been. We've not actually been able to see too much of their damage, but they've been firing consistently. Up against such a heavily armored faction as Cardolan, you can't always get as much damage as you'd hope, but they've definitely done some stuff. Oh, and up against the Wardens. Okay, fair enough. Little backstab. Good little clubs coming cracking on into that sturdy Warden of Tirangorthad there. Oh. No, okay. Good little charge into the sharpshooters. Getting stabbed, though. No, he got out. And no more mercenary crossbows moving on by. And here are men-at-arms running on down. Okay, okay. Yeah, the Garrison footmen starting to get quite... Yeah, they're surely going to break. No. They organize themselves, but they're not going to last too much longer. The men-at-arms coming back from routing. These civvies are surely gone. Just getting funneled back on in. Mercenary crossbows still active. And if we deal with these spears, our protector's taken down to 73. Definitely a worthy target still, just because of how good they are in melee. And, you know, the gatekeepers can sit on and deal with a lot of this. Oh god, there's still so many hobbits. And yeah, these armor-piercing cracks from the sharpshooters are just slightly wasted when you just, you know, buff off a little hat like that, a little felt hat, just bust on through with your sturdy mace. Sharpshooters there, not sharpshooters, mercenary crossbows still trying to use up their ammo. Are you guys out? Yeah, you are. No, you're not, sorry. Go for it. Nice colourful little crossbow that they've got there. And painted, I'm sure. The general is finally fallen. Oh, he was so close. He was so close to the Hobbit general. You could see Sam. Where is he? Yeah, they were right next to each other. Goodness sake. I like that. So he must have put his... who'd you put your general in with? Probably some... could have been anybody around here, really. Can't really buff him up too much. Oh, he'll be in with an Ent. I suspect so. I think that's where Muffins has put him. So Sam is like one of the toughest fighters because he's getting the stats of the Ents. I'd say it's a good idea for a 1v1. I wouldn't really do it in a bigger battle where, you know, those individual troops are maybe not as useful, but for a 1v1 where, you know, we see a lot of the time it's coming right down to the wire, it's good to have like just one or two of these exceptional troops that are just still smashing people out. And yeah, a few surrounds there, and that'll be it. So that was quite a nice little climactic finish there. That was quite a surprise. I didn't expect to see hobbits. Did not expect to see hobbits in this tournament. And yeah, but once again, I think unfortunately, just a lot of armor piercing when it maybe wasn't so necessary. And yeah, I think Cardolan might have some trouble up against the hobbits. I'm trying to think how I would do it. Maybe thieves, getting sliced, you know, slicing dice up in there. A lot of skill, and not actually that outnumbered. So that's pretty funny. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, captains there took a lot of damage early on. That was a bit of a shame. Commanders there just getting locked up by the Bjornings too. Tharbad riders. A lot of micro. Like, this is too much cav. I take 2 units of cav. No, 3. 3 is my absolute maximum. I cannot micromanage any more than 3 units of cav while controlling an army. It's just not something I'm capable of. So he would have had his work cut out for him there. And definitely it makes a bit of sense. Wardens there, super duper, as with these footmen, holy smokes. Yeah, so that's civvies. Nice. So we'll just jump in and see what Muffins has got. Right, so Muffins, what we got going on here? Yeah, the Ents. That's where we popped the general so that Sam could just be cracking away like a giant tree. Bjornings there. Yeah, as I say, although they don't have an anti-cavalry bonus, they can mop up most cav just because they've got that massive attack value. So even up against, you know, the Dunedain commanders who are spear cavalry, do have an anti-cavalry bonus. They just, yeah, they beat them down without too much of an issue. The Great Eagles there, no, actually, like, I mean, yeah, good kills, good amount of kills, but they really seemed more devastating than they were. But they, you know, they would have taken a good bit of micro, just pay attention to them, and for Get Rekt to be pouring shots their way. Didn't actually spot the farmers buckling, that was a shame, but they have more than enough of an ability to go toe to toe with something like Cardolan. Armor piercing, locked morale, just, yeah, amazing berserker units. Yeah, they can really rip people apart. Battling Brandybucks even, doing quite nicely, but you can see the huge difference in some of their kills there. But this 130, not bad at all. Hobbitry and arms there just to hold the line, but I guess civvies were on the front line, so they did rack up a good few kills against them. Banabras archers, nice, and Tookish hunters. It's surprising that he didn't take more archers in all honesty, but I guess he just took enough archers to force him to come toward him. That's why maybe if I was Cardolan, I would have just sat there. I'd be like, you're shooting with Tookish hunters, I don't care. Like, my guys are going to shrug that off without a problem. And then maybe just come on forward until I was in crossbow range to blast him or something. But, no, maybe. But, you know, going for that mad attack up against the hobbits can be a bit devastating because you don't know where they are. You don't know how many of them there are, and what they're composed of. So amazing kills from the Longbottom mob. Such a cheap unit, but such a great source of AP, both at ranged and melee, and good amount of armor for those longer fights, which this arguably wasn't, but we did see them jumping into melee, so they were sort of done. And the Dunedain Rangers, of course, racked up 179, which is good for a 1v1 pitch battle, I think. You know, you're not going to get those monster kills that you're looking for in sieges from Rangers, but you're going to get something decent. So it'd be cool to see some changes then too. How that'll alter the use of Rangers, and also give humans, well, give the Shire another interesting idea. So that's the end of it. That's the end of a big 64-player tournament. As I say, check the description. There'll be a link to an image of everybody that was involved. So you can have a gander through that. As I say, it was a while ago. You might even be involved and you didn't remember. So feel free to check that out, please. And no, thank you guys very much. Thank you for Muffins. Thank you to Muffins, and thank you to Get Rekt for sure. It's great to have all of their replays so that I can show you like this, and awesome map. So see you guys. Hope you enjoyed that.